Greetings, gardeners, and happy rainy Sunday. So it's been raining here at the garden for like 5 days in a row. I was worried about what was going on, and I had to go out of town for a little bit. But I came over here this morning. All seems well. Actually did a lot. I pulled and snipped all of the dead leaves or leaves that were heavily outside leaves that were either burnt from the blazing sun. We had a period where it was like in the 90s, 92, 95 for about 3 days in a row, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Thursday, it dropped to like low 50, high 60s, which it's been Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And it's the same Sunday. It's very overcast. I have a sweatshirt on, it was chilly. So that's the story. But you can see, I feel like some of this damage is sun damage, where the leaves just look translucent. So a lot of those leaves I pulled off. I didn't really pay too much attention to the chard. I also came over here and weeded because it's really easy to pull the weeds out in soil that is very wet. So everything's doing great. My chard, my broccoli's making heads, which is first time ever for that. So that's really exciting. I'll go over there and show you. I pulled the leaves away because I planted some oregano and thyme in here. So I have to keep, the canopy kind of open. Interesting thing, you guys remember my peas got predated. I almost pulled them out because peas are cool weather crops, and, it was 90s for 3 days. And then I thought, well, let me just leave them in for a little bit, because as soon as these peas are done, I'm going to get some cucumbers on this trellis, and I may have to pull the spinach once the weather gets really hot. They're totally coming back. There's a lot of flowers on here because I only got like 5 peas from the earlier round of harvest, and I thought, I'm never growing peas again. Let me rip these out of here. So I cut off a lot of the predated, ruined kind of vines today. I got them higher up on the trellis. They were a little bit crowding out some of these companion alyssum and the basil. I trimmed back all the marigolds. Last year I didn't pay attention, and these plants this one will take over this whole entire area. So I'm trying to keep up with pruning these. Sunflowers are starting to take everything, by the way, in this rain that wasn't growing the way that I thought it should has taken off during the rain. So I did have some nasturtiums come up from seed. All those cucumbers are doing really well. I pulled some of the beans that didn't look well, and I reseeded a couple a little bit higher in the bed. Now all this in here, you see the like black. There's a giant pile of leaf mulch left over. So I just, I didn't want there to be, this was right here was a big puddle of water. You can see how it still is. You see? So it's totally damp in there. But I'm going to get home. One of the things I forgot to bring with me was straw, because I was going to put some straw under my tomatoes. I pulled out most of the radishes. Once these are done, I'm going to replant this area with beets, because I'm going to pull that cabbage. This one, like I said, is for decoration, so I'll leave it here as long as I can. Beans over here doing really well. This walkway was the worst impacted, and it's a little bit lower than the other one. My beets are doing really well, starting to make beets. I checked on them at the root. I reseeded. This bean didn't look like it was coming up. I reseeded, but then I found the sprout and pulled it up a little bit. We'll see if it gets some sun. Some of these beans are bigger than others. And I need to get over here and pull this one out, because you're not supposed to have beans by, there's onions immediately behind it, and they don't go together. So I'll probably pull those. I snipped the tomatoes. I took the suckers out. All this is doing well. This broccoli this was the one that was struggling the whole season. It's not doing that well, so we'll see what happens. My sunflower looked like it was having a problem, but it looks like it's coming back with this growth at the top here. And this is how, this one I cut way back. And everything looks, you know, pretty good. So, doesn't look like much. I did uncover these, snipped off some of the lower burnt leaves. You can see this one. I left that one on. There's holes in it. I don't think it's a bug. I think it just got burnt from the sun. It was so hot. And I didn't get anything on the ground to protect them. And my eggplants suffered the most, but they still look okay. Like they might, one of them actually, that one had a bunch of flowers on it, which I snipped the flowers till the plant gets a little stronger and bigger. Also, I'm not sure when I can take off this cover. I will show you in the Laurel's plot what happens when the eggplants aren't covered though. So here we are at the community plot. This eggplant looks okay, but look at that one. Look at these. So last year I did not cover up my eggplants, but it's odd because this one looks, I mean, it's a little bit predated on, but it looks like it's going to survive. This one, whatever it is, you know, and a lot of these look like this. So this is what happens when you don't cover your eggplant. So that's why mine are covered. But this is where we are. It is the end of May. It is May 3rd, 4th, something like that. We're doing pretty well. Everything's on its way.